Wally Rooney and Terry Durham. And here are your starting lineup. Sherm Douglas and Reggie Lewis in Boston's backcourt. Robert Parrish will start at center. Ala Abdelnaby and Kevin Gamble to go along up front with Robert. Latrell Sprewell and Judd Bushler will be at their guards. Victor Alexander will jump center. Tyrone Hill and Billy Owens at the forward spots. And we've just been informed that D. Brown will not play for the Celtics tonight due to a sinus infection.
Tommy, it's hard to gauge the statistics on this team up to now. They're normally a very prolific club. They're second, actually, in the league in terms of posting points on the board, 112, and they shoot it at 49%. But again, with so many people out, as we said on top, you know, that becomes somewhat irrelevant. The answer Chris Ford touched on, when you get a weakened Tiger, you know, put him out of his misery, attack him early. Don't let him get started. Don't let him hang in. And you do that with defense. You don't do it with offense. So let's see if the C's are up to that kind of a challenge.
Well, we saw Reggie Lewis in the picture quite a bit. He did not have a good ball game against the Hornets, so he's looking to make a comeback. Celtics control the tip. And Sherm Douglas going to be picked up by Bushler, believe it or not. That's interesting.
Yeah, Bushler's a swing guy, about 6'5". He normally plays small forward. He's been playing guard with all the injuries.
Abdelnaby has it taken away by Bushler. Kevin Gamble will line up against Bushler, and Sherm will take Sproul.
I'll tell you, that's got to get Chris Ford's attention, because you heard him key on the fact that he thought turnovers beat him in the last two games. And first time down the floor, they just strip Abdelnaby.
Celtics will have the numbers. Reggie's pull-up is a fadeaway. That's no good. Again, Bushler right there. There's Billy Owens. Reggie lines up against him. Sproul falls away, and they get on the board first.
Sproul, a good-looking rookie, their first-round draft choice, 24th pick in the country last year. They liked him a lot. You didn't expect to see this kind of playing time, but obviously he's thriving on it.
They go to Ala Abdelnaby. He steps away from Hill. It's tied at 2. Bushler. Hot drive. Can't finish it. Celtics will have a 5-on-4, and the foul will be... It'll be a one-shot foul. They say he was fouled before he went to the basket. So no shot. Celtics will take it out on the side. Here it is, Coos.
Yeah, good trip down floor by Abdelnaby. Gets in front of the field. A little pass from Douglas. Hill wanted to walk, but it was because he was dragging an anchor. Mr. Hill.
Douglas picked up by Alexander, and Parrish on the box with the mismatch. They go at the double now. Gamble left alone. It'll be a 3 if it goes. It does. And the Celtics jump out in front by that 3. It's 5-2.
Kevin Gamble's been on fire lately. He continues to not only hammer it in from outside, but that's opened up the penetrating game for him as well. Alexander lays to Bushler.
So he's been active here in the early going for the Warriors. In it goes to Abdelnaby. Good up fake. Easily gets by Hill. 7-4, Celtics lead.
They're not a good defensive team, even at full strength. They look to outscore you, and Mr. Hill gave a demonstration of that. Alexander.
He comes back with the dribble across. Celtics up 1. Once again, looking inside to Abdelnaby. Now they go to Gamble. Pass almost picked off to Parrish. Gamble gets it back. It goes. Gamble with 5 points. Celtics lead by 3.
The shooters develop hot hands earlier when they sense that a team can't get the job done defensively. So Gamble and Lewis figure to have big nights. They're not going to get that kind of defensive pressure. Watch Abdelnaby just blow by Hill. Hill playing stand-up defense, just kind of wanders out there on Abdelnaby, who senses it and takes advantage of it. There's Gamble's three-pointer.
Billy Owens got by Kevin Gamble up the other end. That's the first team foul on the Celts. Owens misses the first.
Not a good free throw shooting team, Tommy. Only 71%, 72%, excuse me. Fourth weakest in the league.
This is the fourth game back for Billy Owens after a protracted injury problem which left him missing the last 40 of 41 ball games. Douglas looking for Reggie, finds him. And Reggie will go to the hoop and pick up the foul on Sproul.
There's the move. Lewis turning down the J. Sproul giving it to him and still gets by the rookie. Picks up the foul. A second team, first on Sproul. Good sign to see Lewis putting it to the floor and taking it to the hoop.
Reggie was having jump shooting problems in the last ball game. Now, this is not a shot blocking Golden State Warrior team, so the Celtics, if they can spread them out a little bit, ought to be able to get to the hoop, Coos.
Yeah, they're 20th in the league in block shot, which is not too super, so the paint is open. You've got to take advantage of it.
Celtics with a little pressure now. They lead by 5. It's 11-6. Bushler. Sproul finds Tyrone Hill, and he'll get hammered by Robert Parrish, I believe. Yes, it is.
0-0, Robert Parrish, first personal foul.
Nice look inside here by Sprewell. Catches Hill, who had snuck away from Abdelnaby. He's not able to recover. Parrish had to go over and help, picks up his first. That's the problem with falling asleep under the basket. You force the big man to react and get into some early foul difficulties. 0 for 3 from the line so far tonight.
Tyrone Hill will be the first man since Larry Johnson to perhaps average 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah,
for the Golden State Warriors. Here is Gamble, steps easily behind the pick, finds net.
Gamble should break the building's record tonight because Hill is nowhere near him defensively. A little back pick, and he's got just what he wants.
Give the three to Sprewell. And here comes Sherm. Bushler backs away from him, taking Sherm's quickness away. Ala Abdelnaby faces up again against Hill. Gamble, another three. Long pass will find Douglas in the open court as Bushler went to the rebound. Heads up play. It's 15-11 Celtics.
The trouble is they're letting Sprewell get started. Douglas has got to find him earlier. This kid's already got 7. He's led the team in scoring the last 2 games. And if he does it a third time, he'll be the first rookie to do that since our friend Rick Barry did it.
Sprewell ends up with it. Sherm Douglas on him. Sprewell uses the pick. Alexander pops. That's short. Ala right there pulls it away. Celts trying to run. Douglas gives to Gamble. Leans to it. And Alexander tips to Sprewell.
And Chris Ford's getting the tempo he wanted, a lot more up and down stuff than they got in Boston in the first game.
Offensive foul on Billy Owens, and Don Nelson wants timeout as the Celts lead 15-11 with 6:56 to go in the first. Program is presented by the authority of the National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience and may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the written permission of the NBA and the Boston Celtics.
There really shouldn't be a reward for not playing defense, but in this case, a little shooter release play gets the C's a quick 2. Sproul scores on one end. Douglas gets it back on the other. Heads up play by Douglas.
And Robert Parrish. They find the Chief. He gets knocked off the shot. That's rebounded by Hill.
Celtics 6 for 9 so far, shooting at 67%, taking advantage of poor defense on the part of Golden State.
Here's Sprewell getting by Sherm. Allah saves it, but they say it was on the line.
Hey, Sprewell, a good-looking player, too, huh? Good stroke from outside, puts it to the floor well.
And he's got a very small man on him. He got any kind of pull-up shot he wants against Sherm because that's how big a height advantage he has on him.
Yeah, he's got 4 inches, 6'5" kid. Looks like a good athlete. Takes it in well, protects Don Nelson, who's under a little pressure here for the first time. Fans are getting a little impatient.
7 on the shot clock for the Warriors. The strong drive by Bushler, no good. Picked off the floor by Reggie.
Celtics have a bit of a rebounding edge. Maybe a big one now with the injuries, but normally speaking, they're a better rebounding team. They can't give him too many second opportunities.
Abdelnaby cannot come up with the pass. Here's Sprewell. And Alexander glides to the slam. So the Warriors draw within 2.
Lewis continuing to respond badly when they trap him off the quick pick. Abdelnaby puts it back.
Just facing up and burying jumpers. 6 points for Allah. 17-13, Celtics lead. Alexander with it now. Outside against Parrish. Will take the outside shot. Parrish on the wing. And a good pass to get it from Reggie. Robert Parrish. Celtics up 6.
Nice job by the C's that time. Made that extra pass, created the good shot for themselves.
Owen gets stripped. Celtics do have the numbers, but Gamble can't outlet the pass. Abdelnaby being chased. Quickly it goes out to Sherm Douglas. Bushler had a piece of him. Gamble gets it to Reggie. Hill ends up defending Robert Parrish. Takes the fall away. It goes. And the Chief was a hero out here at Golden State years ago. They're not liking him right now as the Celtics are up 8.
Chief can have a big night on Alexander. He's a 6'9" center who likes to go outside, as he displayed a minute ago for his offense. Good look by Lewis.
Bushler with the hustle. Cannot save it.
Reggie came over from the weak side, got a hand on it there when they tried to high lob it. Here's the play. Reggie draws the defense away from his intended target. Parrish finishes.
Gamble being defended by Billy Owens. They go to Abdelnaby. Jump hook. Quick pass. Quick shot. Catches Hill.
Abdelnaby once again doing a good job getting off to a quick start. He's done it often in the last few games. Flashes over across along the baseline from the weak side. Good entry pass by Parrish and a quick turnaround for that little half hook that he shoots so effectively. 8 points for Abdelnaby.
And he has not missed yet. But cannot complete the three-point play. The Celtics lead is 10. Coming up to 4 minutes in the first quarter. Bushler. Abdelnaby forced to pick him up.
Celtics a little token full court pressure there. We're trying to trap. Didn't really have their heart in it. But
Sprewell on the mismatch turns away from Sherm Douglas. Gets it off easily. Kevin Gamble picked up by Bushler. Gatling, who's just come into the game, cannot do anything against Gamble.
Gamble moving well tonight, as we pointed out. He's varied his offensive moves well, and tough for the defense to adjust.
Chris Gatling scores, turn into the hoop. Douglas looking for somebody to go to. Drops it to Gamble. Parrish left alone, and Kenny, a little point guard, finds Robert Parrish. 6 for the Chief. 27-17 Boston.
C's looking for each other well tonight, making that extra pass, and as a result, they've got all 5 people on the board here in the first quarter.
Ala Abdelnaby takes it away from Hill. Here comes Sherm. They find Gamble. That's no good, and Gatling right there pulls it off.
When you got a weak defensive team, you want to avoid taking low percentage shots.
Give the tip in to either Alexander. They give it to Hill. That's 3 points for Tyrone Hill.
He's their leading offensive rebounder on this team. He's the one guy you've got to keep off the board. He's only averaging 8 points a game, so he'll do his damage off that offensive board.
Parrish on the double. Reggie trying to slam it with the left hand. And Abdelnaby, valiant effort to try and save it, cannot. It'll go over to the Warriors. But the Celts, with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first quarter, are up 27-19. We'll be back. And the Warriors having difficulty shooting 45%. And the Celts way ahead in the assist department, and that shows the loss of the point guard abilities on the Warriors, as Hardaway is going to be out for the rest of the month.
I'll tell you, they've had their difficulties. Mullen out for the year with a broken thumb. Hardaway with a bad knee. Kid Jennings with a bad knee. Lister's got a sprained body. Their starting center. What the devil is a sprained body?
It hurts all over.
No, spray something on me. My body hurts all over. Marshall Lunas out with tendonitis in the Achilles. That's a new one. Again, 2-2-1 zone extended pressure on a part of the seas, but they don't really attack. They just want to. I don't know why they use it.
Well, it's no point guard out there, hoping that there'll be no good decisions. Sprewell does find Gatling, and Gatling, the lefty, gets it over the Chief. So it's 27-21. That's the 4th point for Gatling. He came off the bench. Here's Sherm Douglas. Bushler backs way down off him, making it a tough angle to feed to Reggie. Douglas leans by. No shot blocking that time.
Yeah, that's what Douglas has got to do on that tee. They're going to drop off him to double Lewis inside, and he's got to make sure he goes for the layup. He doesn't settle for anything else, because as we mentioned earlier, the paint is wide open. See, there's the trap. Sherm now has got to do exactly that. Take it all the way in. No shot blockers in the area.
Bushler once again. He's heading to the hoop, no question about that. Here's Sherm, finds Abdelnaby, goes to the weak side, finds the glass. He's been the hot man. He's got 10. And the Celts lead is 8.
He's got 10, and they've mostly, for the most part, been layups, Steve. So he's been very active, getting the position, creating it, finishing it strong.
He's 5 for 5 from the field. Here's Alexander, his outside shot short. Saved by Bushler. Sprewell will launch. Here comes Gamble. Parrish has it taken away by Bushler, but they say he stepped out of bounds as the Chief was outrunning a smaller man. So it'll be Boston ball.
Chief can't quite get the handle. He's got to put it to the floor, and that gives Bushler an opportunity at getting in there and getting a shot at him.
Reggie will inbound it.
Tough to put it to the floor when you're a big guy in the paint. Those little guys normally interrupt whatever it is you're going to do. Chief and Alexander doing it.
Parrish, they haven't called his number that often on the box. It's been Abdelnaby down there. So the Warriors will have a shot at the last opportunity of the quarter. Sprewell. And Celts had one to waste. They use it, and there's 4.3 left on the quarter clock.
In the last 2 minutes.
Alexander's shot, no good, and Abdelnaby tracks it down, and time runs out. So the Celtics, after 12 minutes of play, are hustling up and down. Abdelnaby and Kevin Gamble, the hot men. It's 31-23 after 12.
Celtics
A
substitute.
productive first quarter for Sherm Douglas, not only getting 4 points, but 3 assists as well. That was one of them, a nice laydown to Abdel Nabi off the penetration.
Well, the Celtics right now have made a change. They brought Xavier McDaniel in along with Rick Fox. And Higgins is in for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Gatling. And it'll stay Warrior ball. And Houston is in also for the Warriors as Tyrone Hill. Check it.
Number 44, Rick Fox.
That was Sprewell.
Celtics first team foul.
Sprewell still active offensively. Fox getting his first playing time in a while. Obviously in there for defensive purposes. Reaches in and picks up his first.
Sprewell misses the first.
Golden State continues to self-destruct from the line. They're now 1 for 5.
Now makes the second. Celts up by 7 points, and Gatling is going to end up defending Sherm Douglas. Now they throw a trap on him. Fox now. They go to X. Douglas swings to Gamble. Had the shot, turns it down. 9 on the shot clock. The floater off a good pick. Get Sherm into the paint. It's 33-24.
Yeah, nice ball movement by the C's. Golden State extending their defense, trying to trap. C's handled it nicely. Finished it off by Douglas's penetration.
Sprewell front rims it. Chief comes away with it. McDaniel, Houston on him. X goes to the weak side. Gets the first shot that he's taken. It's 35-24. Boston.
Nice job. Celts starting to sense, Tommy, that there's nobody in the paint to do any damage. Everyone now taking it to the hoop strong. Little early for that, folks. Not showtime yet on the road when you're only up by 11. Long way to go. Stay solid. There's Chris Ford's reaction.
Kevin McHale during that turnover has replaced Robert Parrish. Dave Brown back at the hotel with a sinus infection. Here's Gatling, knocks it down.
6 points for Gatling. First round draft choice last year. The 16th pick in the country. Looks pretty good. Moving well.
Gamble. Now McDaniel slides by Houston and a heads-up pass by Sherm Douglas, who read the defense perfectly. 11-point Boston lead. Gatling on the box against Gamble. Kisses it off the glass, and John Bagley's going to get some meaningful minutes right now as he's off the bench for the Celtics. The alley-oop to Fox.
Wow.
Not quite a slam, but a soft hand put back by Fox.
Nice play by Fox. The pass wasn't quite there, but Fox made up for that with outstanding athletic play.
Fox will pick up the foul on Houston, and John Bagley will take over for Bagley.
There's the backdoor pass. The X sets the back pick. Both the defenders go with the pop-out man. X rolls to the basket. Douglas finishes it off with a nice entry. Here's the alley-oop. See, not quite there. A little bit of luck involved, but a spectacular play on Fox's part. But Gatling tearing him up on the other end.
He's an inside player. He's got 10 points now. Bagley has come in for Sherm Douglas. Here's Gamble. Somehow or other, he eluded contact. But it'll stay Boston ball.
Gamble trying to pay Gatling back. Blows by him. McDaniel gets his third quick hoop of the quarter.
11-point Boston lead, and McDaniel is 3 for 3. Higgins picked up by Gamble. Bagley's going to be in the middle of the break looking for somebody to give it to.
Nobody going through the paint, however. He's waiting for his lane people to finish to the basket. They never did.
McDaniel working against Houston. He gets hit.
21 Byron Houston.
They'll call the foul on Houston, and X will take 2 from the foul line.
Houston, big-bodied kid, another first-rounder from this year, the 27th pick last year. McDaniel using his height and quickness to good advantage there. The rookie should have some difficulty with X unless he's a heck of a defensive player.
He was an offensive and rebounder type player for Oklahoma State, rather.
Big, strong kid, but he's only 6'5".
Yep, that was the rap on him. He was rumored in the draft. Why didn't the Celtics take him? Because he's not really a power forward or a quick forward.
Yeah, he's a tweener.
X makes 1 of 2. Sprewell out on the side. Alexander goes to Higgins, and he is a fireman. Rolls out. Gatling right there. Will put it back in.
Okay, that's got to be upsetting to Chris Ford. Gatling just doing a number on him. Gamble forgetting to box him out. The kid's got 12.
Celtics call a 20-second timeout.
Look at that. There isn't a green shirt around that defensive board. Gatling just meanders in and finishes it off. Good move. 12 points for the first-year player.
That kid has a nose for the board. And he's a competitor. Last year, he started some ball games, Coos, towards the tail end of the season. They have got quick people in there, but the guy that is the heir apparent to the center spot is Victor Alexander.
Well, I know he's been on a diet, but he's got a few more to go, and he's going to have to learn to get into the paint to do his damage. Got a lot of 6'11" guys that like to shoot it from outside.
Gamble picked up by Houston now. Gets it away at short, and Houston pulls it away. Here comes Sprewell. Gatling gets it back, puts it in.
Gamble just ignoring Gatling completely, and Gatling is making him pay.
Here's Fox. They go to McDaniel. He spins on Houston, and the foul will be on Houston. That'll be the second team foul on the Warriors. Here's Gatling as McDaniel tried to get a piece of him and then just released him to get his own miss.
Awfully quick back to the ball. Good leaper. Seems to have a good instinct as to where to go.
Second team foul just happened, and Bagley just loses it easily to Sprewell, and there'll be a holding foul by Bagley. That'll be the second team foul on the Celtics.
Well, bad turnover, good foul. Let's look at the bright side.
Gatling, Coos, right now is 7 for 8 in this first half, and has 14 points.
Yeah.
Houston has it knocked away by Reggie on the good double as they're trying to work their bigger people in the paint. And the Warriors call time. And with 6:57 to go, the Celtics are up by 8. For just $7.95 plus shipping and handling by calling 1-800-488-BIRD. Visa and MasterCard and American Express accepted. And you see the shooting percentages. Celtics are red hot. Abdelnaby and Gamble very effective in the first quarter. They go at Bagley, who cannot stop Sprewell. Nobody has. He's got 11. Bagley looking for somebody to break free. Reggie does. They swing to Fox. Fox, hard drive, and a two-handed slam. That's 4 for Rick.
I can guarantee you if he does more of that instead of stopping for the J, this Ford will have him in there for a lot more minutes than he's been getting lately.
Sprewell. They'll give the foul to Bagley. Let's look at this move by Rick Fox.
Yeah, it's a little swing of the ball by Lewis. The defense is a little slow getting in there. Fox, sensing an opening along the baseline, blows in, finishes it off strong. The tendency, as we've seen so often this year, is to take the quick J, and you give up that kind of a strong opportunity.
Now, John Bagley picked up his second personal as Ala Abdelnaby will replace Rick Fox. Ala had a great first quarter, had 10 points. And didn't miss a shot, missed a free throw. Sprewell picks up his 13th point. And the Warriors are within 6. Celtics have led by as many as 11. Reggie goes to Abdelnaby. Houston on him. Smaller man. Jump hook. Knocks it down.
A good job under control all the way. Knew he had the smaller man. Just worked him into the paint until he got where he wanted and finished it off over him.
Abdelnaby will pick up the foul as Houston.
Number 4, Ala Abdelnaby, first personal foul.
Drove hard to the hoop. Watch Ala on this play.
Yeah, watch him. He doesn't pick up the trap. He's been effective in that paint, but the teams have not been sending down help yet, so he's working one-on-one on most of the defenders. There he takes full advantage of it, and he's happy about it.
And you see it's 6 for 6. And Houston misses the first free throw.
Houston shooting it at 72% from the line.
They are now 4 for 10 from the line. Here comes Bagley. Works his way into the paint. The fall away, that's well short and knocked out by Bagley.
Bagley gets a break there. Bad shot. As we told you, when you get a weak defensive team and you're pretty much creating the offense you want, shooting it, last time we looked at the graphic, 68%, just don't take any bad shots. Don't force anything. See, it's not there, especially with a much taller defender in your face.
They say it went off the knee of Gatling, and it sure did on the replay. They lay back to Reggie, steps into his famous area, no good. And Higgins rips it away. Houston kicks out. Sprewell. It's a 3.
Sprewell and Gatling have been doing the damage. Billy Owens, normally their big gun with everyone out, still on the board.
McHale on the box, draws the double. They find McDaniel, and he can't hold on, so it'll go over to the Warriors.
There's the three-pointer.
Back live, here's Alexander working on Kevin McHale.
Alexander.
Celtics breaking down defensively.
So the Warriors making a run at the Celtics. Draw within 3. Chris Ford wants time. It's 46-43. We'll be back. 10 on Fox 25.
Got to have your priorities. Joe Klein looking on. We've been needling Joe about who was going to win that big one tomorrow night, or Thursday night.
I told you,
Arkansas.
I told you, Kuz, I'm going to make a bet with Joe.
Yeah, but he only wants to give us 20.
I said, Joe, we'll take the score, and we'll bet, and we'll take the SATs and add it on of both ball clubs, and whoever wins that match. And he didn't want to bet anymore. I don't know why.
He doesn't know what SATs mean. Don't tell Joe I said that.
So the Warriors have gotten within 3. Sherm Douglas has come back in to replace Bagley. Gamble back in for the Celtics along with Parrish. They go to Gamble. Over to Douglas, left alone. Abdelnaby takes it away, finds the Chief underneath, and the foul will be on Owens as they were jamming Abdelnaby, who went over the top nicely.
Celtics doing a little offensive rebounding of their own. Abdelnaby and Robert Parrish have a little laugh over it. The Douglas miss, long rebound. Abdelnaby garners it, and quick entry pass to Parrish for 2.
And he finishes off the free throw. Celtics have it back up to 6 with 4:13 to go in the half. Billy Owens back in for Golden State, goes to Sprewell. Now they'll throw a double at him. Alexander finds Houston on the baseline. And Douglas will pick up the errant pass.
Nice, used his body accurately.
And Sprewell just gave up on the defense. 8 points for Sherm.
This team is not a good ball handling team. If you could put pressure on them, they're 25th in the league. Average about 17 and a half turnovers a game.
Owens draws the double. Higgins with the leaner off the glass. No good. Gamble comes up with it. Celtics will have the numbers. Abdelnaby, quickness pays off. Celtics have it back up to 10, and Allah has 14 points.
Good job by the Seas. Quick 20-second timeout by Don Nelson. Getting it back up to 10 points.
And fans, stay with us for Celtics halftime. Tonight, it's the return of Rick Fox and his television career. How about that? And you'll also hear about the 30th anniversary that's coming up tomorrow. And Jimmy will also update you on the latest scores around the NBA. So stay tuned for Celtic halftime coming up over most on Celtics Network.
Yeah, there's Gamble, comes out of the pack with the ball. One dribble too many. Get it to Douglas a little sooner. That defender almost interrupted the play and stepped in and stole the ball. But Douglas does a nice job holding on to it just long enough so he can launch it over the defender's head to Abdelnaby, who finishes it off for his 14th point.
Celtics on a 7-zip run in the last minute. Have it back up to a 10-point lead. Tyrone Hill has come back in for the Warriors. Almost picked off by Douglas. Sprewell long, and the Celtics will have a 2-on-1. Douglas leads by Sprewell. And Abdelnaby hit the deck, and they're going to clean up the floor. And Chris Ford, here's the play, Coos.
Nice job faking the defender off. Just went up in the air a little too soon, and that forced him to make a tough shot, but he made it. So he stay home a little bit longer so the thrust takes you up to the basket. But a good job with his body faking. And the Seas are up by 12, wiping up some blood or whatever. Abdelnaby came out of the pack and took a header and slid along. He'll have a few floor burns to deal with in the morning.
That was the 10th point for Sherm Douglas. Here is Higgins. That's short. Abdelnaby looking for the point guard. Finds Reggie on the wing, but Higgins right there with him. Gamble, he's picked up. Alexander on the switch. They go to the Chief. Gamble toes up a 3. Yes! Bing, bang, boom, Gamble.
His second 3, 12 for the half. Celtics really getting their offense in high gear since that timeout.
Billy Owens has it knocked away by Reggie, gets it back. And the foul will be on Reggie as the shot clock has dwindled to 7.
Celtics over the limit.
Here's the 3.
Trapping Parrish, that leaves Gamble alone. Always a questionable strategy. You know, do you trap down to interrupt the big man at the expense of leaving perhaps the purest shooter on the team, Kevin Gamble, alone? That time it didn't work.
Celtics over the limit now. The Warriors with only 3 as Billy Owens now makes the first.
Owens, that's his first point of the game tee. He's averaging 16. With everybody out of the lineup, he's their leading scorer. Chris Mullen still is the 4th leading scorer in the league, but he's not around.
Well, Mullins and Owens and Hardaway and Marciulionis really can pass and dribble the ball, have formidable offense. Here's Bushler back playing point guard. Errant pass by Douglas, picked off by Owens. He goes to the left hand. Long pass finds Douglas left alone as Bushler once again went to the offensive board and left Douglas all alone.
Well, that's the problem with having swingmen. The 6'9" Douglas is playing point. The 6'5" Bushler is playing shooting guard. Their instinct, because of their size, is to take them to the offensive board. The Celtics have been taking advantage of that by releasing Douglas.
Golden State picks up their 4th turnover of the half. A double on Sherm gives it to Gamble. Going on the shot clock.
Yeah, Golden State picking up their defensive pressure, Tate.
Sherm Douglas glides to the floater. And Allah just not in a position, gives the rebound up to Hill. Bushler lines a 3. No. Owens nicely over to Alexander. So it's 60-49 Boston, coming up to a minute left in the half.
Billy Owens, the 3rd pick in the country last year, displaying his multi-talent and skills there.
Reggie gets it away.
Lewis still not on the board, Tate.
Yep, he's losing the bounce, boy. Gamble throws it out in front, goes and gets it.
Yes.
Gamble has been the man along with Allah Abdelnaby in this first half. Gamble with 14 and Allah with 14.
And Chris Ford getting the tempo he wanted before the game. He didn't want it slowed down. He wants to get this team running.
Alexander almost lost that to the Chief. Here comes Bushler on the hard drive. Leans through, it rolls off. And Owens goes and puts it back in. He gets hit in the face. It gives to Gamble. Now Abdelnaby, his turnaround. He has yet to miss in this game except from the foul line. 8 for 8 for Allah. Owens way short. And that'll finish it up.
At the half, 64-51.
So Billy Owens did get hit in the face. This is his 4th game back, trying to make something happen for the Warriors, but the Celtics have been all over them. It's 64-51. Second half coming back shortly.
Rookie who's tearing him up, and Gatling off the boards. Gatling's done an exceptional job in the first half.
Here are Sherman Bank halftime stats as the Celtics shoot a much better percentage and take fewer free throws, win the battle of the boards, turn it over, however, more. But look at the assists. You can see the difference in having a point guard and not having a point guard. 21-13. Big first half assist-wise. Allah Abdelnaby, 8 for 8, comes up with 16 points. Gamble follows with 14, Douglas 12. Sprewell had 16, Gatling 14. Alexander and Owens trailing behind.
And speaking of assists, here's one of the 6 assists that Sherm Douglas had in the first half. Gamble comes out of the pack. Sherm holds on to it just long enough to launch it over the defender's outstretched arms into Abdelnaby for 2 of his 16.
Gatling gets the Warriors off and moving quickly. And he was 7 for 8 in the first half. Hits the outside shot. They go to Abdelnaby. Sherm working against a much bigger Bushler. They trap him. Allah once again.
Oh, yes.
And he is now 9 for 9.
What's the record in this joint, he's saying? I'm going to break it.
Bushler uses the pick. They find Gatling underneath. He leans in. Should have been an offensive foul.
Well, that's the same guy that's been displaying it, see?
Gamble left alone. Yes! Another bing bang boom for Gamble. He's now 3 for 4 from three-point land.
I think the C's just got out of the cellar in the three-point shooting department. They were 26%. think Gamble is just going to get him there all by himself.
Reggie got a piece of that shot by Owens. It rolled in nonetheless. Celts up 14. Early moments of the third quarter. Much tougher shot. The first miss of the game for Allah. Owens alley-oops Gatling. The fall away rattles out. Tyrone Hill.
Roberts got to get tough on that defensive board.
Number 34, Kevin Gamble.
A lot of
second
small
personal
forwards
foul.
doing too much damage. Here's Gamble's third 3 of the night.
Celtics first team fouling period.
17 points now for Kevin.
The Warriors, number 32, Tyrone Hill.
They gave the last foul to Kevin Gamble, so Hill will take 2. Tyrone Hill averaging just a shade under 10 rebounds a game.
In his third year.
Yep. So the Celts up 12.
Getting his last chance, too. Nelly says they picked him the 11th pick in the country. They expected big things, but it hasn't happened. Nelly says, this is it. You got to do it this year, Tyrone.
Number 32, Tyrone Hill, third.
That's the third foul on Tyrone Hill and the first on the Warriors.
Nelly says, do it better than that, Tyrone.
Reggie still can't find the range. Here comes Owens, leans to the shot. He's starting out like he's been around for a while, Kuz, instead of the 4th game back.
Nice move. Playing point guard. That young man at 6'9", they claim can play 4 positions on this floor. Small or large guard or point guard. A little center. Here they come.
They'll run, and Gamble got outfoxed by Owens up the other end of the court. Just gave up on the ball.
Golden State picking up their defensive intensity.
On an 8-0 run right now. They're within 8. Parrish being bumped by Gatling. Steps to it, gets knocked off the shot. They'll still give it to Boston, but there's 6 on the shot clock.
There's the Owen move. Gets a step on Gamble, who isn't working too hard defensively there to move those feet. Owens takes advantage of it. And comes right back with the Bushler pass breaks.
Douglas on the penetration. He's got 12 points, and the Celts have it back up to 10. Make it 14 points for sure. Owens now. That's a long distance, too.
Owens heating it up. He's got 12.
Working against Gatling. They'll call an offensive foul on Parrish.
Yeah, Gatling, smaller man, trying to move his feet and get into position. He's overplaying him to that side. Parrish just throws his body into him. Take what the defense gives you, Robert. He doesn't want to let you into the middle. Wheel in the other side there.
Bushler, they knock him off the attack angles. Sprewell can't hold on to it. He eludes Douglas. Reggie picks it off. The Celtics will have a 2-on-1. Now a 3-on-1. Allah, reverse layup. 20 points for Allah.
Allah running the floor well, and he's being rewarded. Douglas is looking for him, and he's finishing the play.
Hill looks inside against the Chief. Bushler now being defended by Reggie. Takes an off-balance, awkward shot. It falls into the hands of Owens. That's no good. And Gatling cannot hold on to it. Here's Douglas' steal, Kuz.
Comes in from behind. Sprewell loses the handle. Douglas waits, allows Abdelnaby to fill that trailer play. That time Parrish tried to wheel, but the defender got back in position.
They go to Gamble. Reggie left alone. It'll be a 3 for him. What a way to get it going. Reggie now with 5 points, and he's been having all kinds of trouble finding the bottom of the net the last couple of games. Celts up 13. Douglas down low on Sprewell. Douglas picks it away.
Yes,
And
finishes the play. And a hard foul, I
He
think.
scores the basket. And Douglas is, they say, a flagrant foul.
Charge number 25. Chris
It
Gatling.
is. The offensive man crosses Gatling up, doesn't come over the top, looks to reverse. Douglas replaced him and got the ball instead. Gatling's a little upset, takes it out on little Sherm.
Well, watch it again from another angle as he just going to hammer little Sherm. And he makes the basket. And they said it was a hard foul, so Sherm will go to the line.
He has 2 opportunities.
Did they give him the basket? They gave him the basket, did they? They gave him the basket. For a moment, I thought they weren't going to give him the basket.
Oh, Lord. You take a hit like that, you got to get the hoop.
Sherm going for his 17th point. Does not get it. But the Celts will retain possession on the hard foul.
Goes back to the line for one more. Hard foul rewards him with 2 shots.
So he makes the second one.
And the Celtics retain possession.
And Gamble will put it in play on the side. They go to Sherm. Bushler on him, and Sherm is directing traffic with a big man on him. Sherm kicks to Reggie. He waits for the rush. Goes to Gamble. Yes! Kevin Gamble, he's on fire from outside. 3 out of 4 from outside, and he's got 20.
Where has this dormant three-point offense been for the Seas? I think we've told you a few times they're the weakest in the league, shooting it at about 26% from three-point line. Not tonight, folks.
Celts threatening to break this thing open. Lead by 19 with 6:41 to go in the third quarter on plays like this. We'll be back. In the last minute 30, as the defense has really been playing superbly, and Kevin Gamble hitting those outside shots, 3 for 4 from three-point land. Now has 20 points. Point Celtics lead. They go to Robert Parrish. Alexander back on him. Rolling hook is short. Alexander tracks it down but steps on the line.
In the warning lineup, number 52, Victor Alexander.
Ron Nelson, last year's Coach of the Year, having obviously a frustrating season. They won 55 games last year. Thought they would literally threaten for a run at the championship this year, but decimated by injuries.
15 on the shot clock. Reggie working against Bushler. Finds the Chief wide open underneath, and he just about got decapitated from behind by Gatling.
Number 25, Chris
Here
Gatling.
it is.
Good look by Lewis.
Second personal foul.
Catches Parrish in mid-stride.
Period. 0-0 Robert Parrish.
As the Chief had gotten the good position under the hoop. Third team foul for Golden State.
This is where Robert Parrish came from when the Celts made the deal to get Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish, giving up the rights to Joe Barry Carroll, who is no longer in the NBA.
Not a bad bit of brinksmanship there.
Sprewell, who has been more than adequate tonight for the Warriors. There's Ala pulling it away. Sure. Alley-oops to Abdelnaby. Kicks to Reggie, and they'll restart the half-court offense. In it goes to the Chief. The Rainbow. Yes.
0-0 Robert Parrish.
Chief comes back with a big smile on his face. Knew he got the good bounce. He hit the back of the rim, and it kind of deadened the ball and just flopped through there. Owens.
Smothered by Gamble. Here comes Reggie. They go to Sherm, and Gamble gets knocked down trying to get up on the front end of the break. Kick-out pass goes to Reggie. Parrish. No. Alla right there for the putback. He's doing it all.
What a game that young man is having.
Alla Abdelnaby, 22 points.
And a slew of offensive boards.
Owens now. Left alone, they try to alley-oop. Owens gets it back. The foul will be on Robert Parrish.
Double zero, Robert Parrish, third personal foul.
And that's the third on Robert. Here's the rebound by Alla.
Parrish sees an opening, knifes into the paint, doesn't get it, but Abdelnaby right there to finish it off. He has really been displaying some exceptional quickness the last few weeks on that offensive board.
Joe Klein has replaced Robert Parrish. Alexander's going to try and work on him. He steps away and scores.
52.
Celts up. 21. Douglas will use the Abdelnaby pick. 8 on the shot clock. Sherm forced to the outside shot. Makes no difference. Sherm Douglas has 19. Durham is in for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Alexander again trying to work on Klein. Kicks it out to Sprewell. Good up fake. Gets him in his range and knocks it off the glass. All steps on Kevin Gamble.
The turnovers have hurt the Seas, as you heard Chris Ford say on top in the last couple of games.
They now have 10 coups.
Yeah, in the first half they had 7.
Alexander looking for somebody to get free. Now tries to work against Klein. They go to Gatling. Alexander forced to the outside shot. Makes it.
Nice throw for a 6-10er. But that's not where you necessarily want a 6-10er to be. You want him to have it in his repertoire, but as a second or third option, not a first.
Reggie goes inside to Joe. His turnaround. Sprewell, offensive foul as Sherm Douglas had the feet moving. And Chris Ford wants time with 2:44 to go. The Celts lead is 19. We'll be back.
There's your score. Celtics with a comfortable lead at the moment. 2:44 left in the third. Be a nice way to start this difficult Western trip with a win here tonight.
Douglas with the floater. Abdelnaby tips to Klein. That's blocked. And up high for the miss is Durham. Durham scoots to the miss.
Pat Durham is on a 10-day trial. MVP in the CBA last year. Nelson pulling out all the stops, looking for personnel. They only dress, I think, 9 people now with all their injuries.
Reggie gets hit, but knocks it down anyway. 90-69. That's the 7th point for Reggie. Houston back in for the Warriors. Sprewell now picked up. They try to hit Houston on the roll. Celtics covered that up nicely. Douglas goes to Gamble. Klein.
Sherm resetting the offense.
Alley-oop, no good, as Gatling was just there waiting. Celtics get a fresh 24. Reggie, and gets hit by Houston with a poke in the chest. The same play they didn't call on the other one.
Jess Kersey giving a dramatic demonstration of that chest poke by Houston.
So Gatling sits down. Here's the block of the alley-oop, Coos.
Yeah, I didn't quite get enough loft on it. Gatling, 6'10" leaper.
And he was just
leads it all the way. Yeah,
he knew it was happening. Reggie now going for his 9th point. Gets it, and the Celtics lead by 23.
178 straight sellout here, but they may be heading for the exits early if this keeps up.
Sprewell no good. Klein takes it away from Ala, who was right there. Reggie does not get the bounce. Soft shot, rolls off. Reggie trying to get back into the groove. Houston.
Wow.
And I mean, he muscled that baby in.
Did he clean house or what? His first hoop.
Ala. Yes, and the putback is good.
I'll tell you, his best game by far in terms of how he played the game tonight for the C's. I'm not sure that he hasn't had so far a bigger scoring night.
Here's Houston, Coos.
Yeah, watch him. He just digs that right shoulder in there. Abdelnaby clears him off the floor. Somehow maintains his balance, puts up a soft shot.
Joe got a piece of it, too.
But at 6'5", it's hard to exist on that move in the league.
Durham gets the kick out pass. Reggie knocks it away, and the Celtics will have a 2-on-1.
Yes.
And another alley-oop, this time to Reggie. That works. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Durham will get it away. That's no good. Klein right there. Gamble. And the Celtics do not get the final shot, but they make the Warriors pay big time here in the third quarter as they extend a 13-point halftime lead to 25. We'll be back. Goes Linda L'Italian pick Reggie's not in the game. Who you going with?
I think I'll go with Skrull. Let's go with Skrull. Yes, Skrull. How's that, Linda?
All right, who we go for the Celtics?
Oh, we got to pick another one. Okay,
yeah, pick one with the green shirt. The green shirt.
That's the good guys, right? All right, let's go with the hot hand, Kevin Gamble. If he ever gets his hot hands on the ball. 2 quick turnovers gets the crowd momentarily back into the game.
Bushler lines up for 3. Ala still in the ball game. Corrals the miss. What about Ala?
Yeah, Ala's hands.
Who are you taking? Come on.
Fairly tempered. Gamble.
Gamble, okay.
Yeah.
Ala's on the box, and Durham trying to front him, deny him the ball. They do get it to Ala. And he gets fouled.
I don't know. We got a jump ball from, wait a minute, Wally Rooney, senior official, calling it back. Terry Durham had signaled for the jump ball. Wally Rooney waves them off, and here it is. Strong, aggressive move by Ala. Yeah, not much question about the foul.
Yeah, there's a steal by Sprewell.
Block on the Douglas shot. Sprewell, who's played by far the best game As we told you, he'll be the high scorer again tonight for the Golden State Warriors, and that's the third time in a row.
But we're sorry, Linda, as Ala Abdelnaby scored the first point of the fourth quarter for the Celtics. Well, thanks again for entering this year's Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout. Sprewell goes to Durham and it's picked up by Higgins.
Sean Higgins.
Game getting a little sloppy. Coach Ford jumps off the bench and cautious Sherm Douglas to get it back under control, get something good here.
They go to Ala Abdelnaby.
Offensive foul.
They draw the charge on Ala as Durham had his feet working, but let's take a look at the play.
Yeah, well, he stepped on the defender's foot as he tried to drop step. Watch this. He's going to throw his left leg back, but he steps on his foot, kicks him off balance, and he knocks him over.
But Ala goes to the bench, and Xavier will take over there, and Xavier played very effectively in the second quarter. Sprewell covered up.
Nice defensive play. Fox gives him a little trash talking. Says, that's the second time, babe. I got you. Sprewell having a big night for the Warriors. Needs someone to play stopper.
Alexander looking into the mismatch. And Higgins has to step out to get the ball over Douglas. And it was a 24-second violation. So Celtics will get the ball.
Fox still jawing at Sprewell.
So the Celtics with a 22-point lead, trying to put this thing away so totally that the Warriors can't get back in it. Nelson throwing his shot troops in. He's been undermanned most of the year by injuries. And this is not the best aggregation he's had. Campbell's shot is short. And Sprewell finds Higgins. Here's Durham. Klein gets that one, but Bushler comes back and picks it away. The foul will be on Fox.
Golden State hanging tough despite the score. Gets a nice round of applause from the sellout house. Not getting much accomplished in terms of points on the board, but they are working at it. Nelson's got them pressuring full court. So the defensive intensity is picked up.
Fox bothered it, but not enough. And now the trash talk goes from Sprewell to Rick Fox.
Back at you, Rick Fox, he tells him.
They go to Gamble, swing it to X. They got Houston working against McDaniel. They drop down. Gamble launches another three. Bing, bang, boom, boom for...
That's a boom, boom, huh?
Kevin Gamble. He's like, what, 4 for 5 from outside?
That's a
5 for 6.
Boom, 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 boom.
Back it goes to the middle. The Celtics have the numbers. McDaniel working on Houston. Douglas taunts the defense, pulls it back out. 7 on the shot clock. And the Celtics don't get the shot away.
A 24-second violation.
And the Celtics turn it over.
Well, they've got the defense extended. They've got to forget about the outside shooting for a while, start putting it to the floor again.
And go to the basket. Watch the bing bang boom boom coos.
Yes. Nice to see Kevin Gamble leading it up at the start of this trip. They can use those hot hands in that three-point range in the next three.
That's timeout. With 7:58, the Celtics leading big time. Tommy Heinz and Bob Cousy back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. John Bagley will get some serious minutes in this fourth quarter as Sherm Douglas goes to the bench. Sherm Douglas had, 19 points. Make it, 19 points.
Excellent game for Sherm with D. Brown out with a sinus condition, giving Bagley his shot at it.
Gamble picks up the missed rebound.
Still 8 minutes left, but it's been a while since the Seas have had a laugh on the road. I don't know that it's happened this year, has it?
Fox trying to taunt Bushler, finds an angle, powers the ball, and the foul will be on Gatling.
Number 25.
Here is in the paint, and various numbers as the Celts outdo the Warriors by 8, and the Celts lose the battle of the boards 34-30 to the Warriors.
2 shots.
Watch this one.
They cleared out for Fox on this move. They knew he could beat Bushler. He did, but he drew a little help from the weak side who got in there for the foul.
Fox, however, makes the foul shot. Gets the both.
With Fox getting his first opportunity in action in a while.
Not a lot of serious minutes of late for Rick Fox. He's still on Sprewell. Gamble picks off the wild pass by Sprewell. Up it goes to Fox. And he just eludes Houston. Timed it perfectly.
Nice look by Bagley down floor, and then a good finish. Used his body well. Didn't allow the defense to get back into the play.
Out it goes to Houston. Joe Klein has drawn him for the time being. There's Bushler. Goes inside. Throws it away.
Inexperienced Golden State team showing over-anxiousness now, starting to throw it away as Sean Higgins gets his second hoop.
Bags will reset the offense as they're trying to get it to X on the box. Houston, one of their first round or their picks in the draft. Klein gets the offside rebound. His shot short. He has not played a lot of minutes either as last few games.
We'll have to tell Joe after the game we hope Arkansas shoots that way tomorrow.
Bagley's laughing. His legs are gone.
Yeah. You can tell he hasn't been playing much. Doesn't matter what happens in practice. You need that game time to get the game legs under you.
Bushler was looking for the ball, then took his eye off on it, and Sprewell just threw it away as Billy Owens will report back in.
That brings Don Nelson off the bench.
Here's Bagley to Fox.
We had a chance to visit with Nelly today at Don Boxdale's memorial service that was held here in Oakland.
Wasn't that beautiful, Coos?
Yeah, it sure was. A full house, SRO. Don would have liked that. 300 or 400 people, I'd say.
In a nightclub, a jazz club, and Don was a disc jockey and loved music. And all his various friends in the area of Oakland were there. And great singing. What was the gal's name? Remember her name?
Maine.
Yeah, boy, she sang at Sammy Davis's funeral service.
Yeah, did a super job with a gospel rendition. Nice tribute. Nate Thurman we saw there, the old fine center for Golden State. And
Jimmy Hadnot from Providence College days.
Al Addles.
Al Addles. Yeah, Don Boxdale would have loved that.
In fact, they had a moment of silence here. Nice move by Rick Fox. Had a moment of silence before the game here in memory of Don Boxdale.
Fox now has 10 points. Owens rattles it down. And he's limping going back up the floor.
He just came off the IR.
Yeah, this is his fourth game.
Yeah, an ankle or a knee.
It was a knee. Here's Fox. Kicks out to Klein. Gamble with 8 on the shot clock tries to give it to Joe. He turns, faces up. Yes, Joe!
Okay, Arkansas.
Go you Razorback!
Joe takes a foul to the bench, yes.
Except tomorrow,
Yes.
Joe. Billy Owens looking for a pop-out man. It's Higgins. Gamble right there with him. Owens. Gamble has been huge on the boards tonight. How many rebounds does Kevin Gamble have? Fox knocks it down. 9 rebounds. 11 rebounds for Kevin Gamble.
12 for Fox now. This performance tonight, it's not so much offensively, but defensively. We said at half they had to put a blanket over Sproul. And for a long part of the half, Fox was able to do that. Only 6 points for Sproul.
Well, Billy Owens gets the foul on X.
First personal foul. Celtics second team foul.
And in for Kevin Gamble will come Lorenzo Williams. And Kevin Gamble sits down with 23 points and 5 for 6 threes and 11 rebounds.
Not a bad evening's work.
Kevin Gamble has been on a roll of late as Reggie's game has been tailing off a little bit. It's been very timely for Kevin Gamble to pick it up a notch.
You know, about 5 games ago, they started doing this, taking it into the basket and penetrating. And I think that's opened up Kevin Gamble's outside game as well.
Lorenzo pulls it off. They go to Fox. Wide open. That one's short. Here comes Durham. Bushler left alone. And as a restive crowd here at the Coliseum, good pass by Bagley. Celts can't hold on as Lorenzo didn't have him up. Celts one time, and with 2:29 to go, they're leading big.
Here's that Joe Klein hoop a moment ago. His first one of the evening. About a satisfying one. He likes it so much he goes down and he curtsies to the bench. Come on, Joe. Attaboy. Give us a little curtsy, a little bow.
Not a curtsy.
Not a curtsy?
Only women do that for the queen.
They don't curtsy in Arkansas.
No, he bows. He bows. Men bow.
Whatever's fair. When you're 6'10", you bow.
Joe Klein would never be accused of curtsying.
He'd also never be accused of giving us enough points on that game tomorrow night.
You should have seen when I told him about the SAT scores. It's all right, Joe. We'll play even because after it's all over, we'll add up everybody's SAT score. You know what to say.
Well, I'm afraid Joe might have the last laugh, however. But that notwithstanding, George Blaney has done a magnificent job this year once again. Holy Cross getting them into the NCAAs for the first time in, I think, about 12 or 13 years.
Well, Coos, you were one of the NCAA champions back in 1948.
What were you so long ago? I don't remember.
You got to remember that one. You beat Kentucky. You beat Oklahoma.
No, not Kentucky.
You didn't beat Kentucky?
No. Navy, City College, and Oklahoma in the finals. Yep.
City College, and City College was pretty good in those days. Who was on City College? Ed Warner?
Yeah, Ed Warner, Ed Roman, and was it Floyd Lane and that group?
City College won both titles in the same year.
In 1950.
They won the NCAA and the NIT, when both of them were, the NIT was the preeminent tournament in those days. They won both of them.
Yeah, we had an All-American on Oklahoma, Joe Tucker, who, our old friend who was the captain of the team, Bob Curran from Worcester. Did an outstanding defensive job on Gerald Tucker that game. George Kafton won the MVP for the tournament.
He did.
Yeah.
George the dentist. Joe Klein is a rebounder like a Razorback. Bagley slips, gives it to X. Yes!
My old buddy Andy Lasker played a key role that entire season. Gave me a lot of assists, filling up the hole.
What was your most memorable thing in the tournament, Coos? I mean, you were a sophomore, right?
Getting 2 points in the finals, I think. No, I was a freshman. Freshmen were allowed to play that year. Yep, that was my first year. Yeah, we didn't know what was going on. As you said, NIT was the preeminent tournament. NCAAs, we went down to New York. We said, this is great playing in New York. Next thing, we're in a parade going down Main Street in Worcester. We said, what do we do? What do we do? What happened? We didn't even know what we... Didn't quite impact on us. What's everybody so excited about? All we did was win the NCAAs. Today, I'm afraid the reaction will be a little different.
Don Nelson
looking somber.
But they may end up
with
the best of all possible worlds, Coos, with a healthy ball club and maybe a good big guy if they get into the lottery.
I think without question they'll get in the lottery. They've only got 25 wins, and they're not going to get many more.
Joe Klein knocking it down from the corner. He said, why don't you play me more?
Good.
Is he funny or what? Sprewell, no good. Gatling. Thin frame and all, muscles it by Lorenzo Williams.
The 15,000 capacity stadium just about half empty now, so.
Well, they've been putting people in the seats here with the exciting style of play of Don Nelson. But the Celtics do what they have to do to get this game and road trip off to a good start. Take it in convincing fashion from the Golden State Warriors as they look at Sherm Douglas, who had his way. Big night for him. Ala Abdelnaby and Kevin Gamble. So the final score from the Oakland Coliseum, the Celts win it 114-88.